I think everybody has a basic idea of what skydiving is about. You take a plane like this, you get to the door, and you jump out. But I don't think people probably realize what the sport of skydiving is all about. Everything that a skydiver might think about. But that's what we're going to talk about today. The first thing you do when you get to a drop zone is you want to make sure your gear is in good working order. And that starts, of course, with your rig. Alright, these things are really simple. You got a main canopy down here, you have a reserve canopy in case something goes wrong up here, and you have a couple of handles. This is how you deploy your main canopy, and this handle is how you deploy your reserve in case you need it. And then this one, in case your main gets all tangled up, you can cut it away. This is your cutaway handle. And of course, you gotta make sure you know what altitude you're at, so I wear an altimeter on my wrist, like this, and I also have one that's in my helmet so that it beeps in my ear when I get to about 4,500 feet.
Now to the plane. You're gonna pile in this thing pretty tight. Once you get in, you put on a seatbelt. Sounds a little counterintuitive maybe, but taking off is the most dangerous part. And of course, once you get up to 1,500 feet or so, you have to take it off. The jump. This is the fun part. Of course, you have to look down and make sure you see the drop zone. Once you're above it, the first group can jump. And just so you don't jump on top of each other, you wait a few seconds and jump for yourself. After you leave the plane, you start accelerating quickly, right? The speed you go through depends on your body position. If you fly on your belly, you're going at about 120 miles per hour. Anyhow, the point of free fall is to have fun. Do the moves that you talked about with your partner, and then somewhere around 5,000 feet or so to break away and deploy your parachute. This is an important piece. You have to give yourself distance, or you risk literally running into the other person when you deploy. The canopy ride. And at this stage, it's like a giant math problem. That's the way I see it anyway. You're flying that canopy, but you have to land in one spot into the wind. At this drop zone, I have to only turn left. That's the rules. And I have to make sure I don't run into all the other canopy pilots turning all about as well. You see what I mean? There's a lot to think about. And besides that, the skydive is the safe part. The landing the canopy is the dangerous part. Fortunately, even though the canopies come down at 18 miles per hour or so, the modern designs allow you to flare the canopy and have a nice soft landing every time.